Let me start with a simple principle. When things get complicated, noisy and emotional, the smartest move is usually to simplify. That's called Occam's razor. It's a basic philosophical idea. The simplest explanation is usually the right one, because unnecessary complexity hides the truth. Today, we will call it Occam's edge, because the eVTOL market is currently sitting on a massive edge. And right now, it needs it more than ever. We've got short reports and lawsuits, we've got price swings, we've got social media panic, we've got macro headwinds. But underneath all that noise, only a few things decide the long-term outcome. Certification, cash runway, production reality, and real-world deployment. Over the next few weeks, those fundamentals are going to be tested. So today, we are cutting through the noise and focusing on what really matters. Occam's edge. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. You know what time it is? Time to start talking eVTOLs. And as already mentioned, next couple of weeks are really going to test in what direction the eVTOL market is going to go. So let's start, shall we? First of all, I would like to show you the current situation, the current market situation. What we can see here is ACHR Aviation's stock price chart. You could see last year, or 2024, end of 2024, there was a real test for the investors' patience. But end of 2024 and early 2025, we had this big rally. And that's not only ACHR, I will be flicking between the two charts. So if I show you Joby, we can see the same pattern. Very low levels back in 2024, few tests, didn't pass. But now, early 2025 and end of 2024, we had a good rally because the sentiment was swinging. The sentiment was moving towards the positive feeling. Then, what happened? Well, we had the tariff wars. All markets driven down pretty much to the bone. And you can see Joby, again, April, hitting the local low. Same as ACHR. You can see on this chart, got low of $6. You could buy ACHR under $6 or below $6. And then the tariff wars, the threats, it calmed down, it settled, the markets calmed down, the sentiment improved, and you could see nothing but a rally. Yes, there was a bit of headwind. That was the end of last year, but we still are looking at some positive, very positive sentiment. What is going now? We are in an eVTOL bear market? No, we are not. It's just cooling off. If we enter the eVTOL bear market, and that will be all decided in next 2-3 weeks, we can look at much lower levels. ACHR currently sitting at the closing bell of Friday, just below $7. For a special guest with a special message.
ACHR Fun Times tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. Morning Vaz, it's Blood Mary time, tumbler glass emoji, cool face emoji.
Love it. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're having a good time. And actually, whilst we are talking about it, hit the like button. And if you are new to this sector, if you are new to this channel, if you are not new to this sector, but maybe if you are new to this sector, definitely subscribe as well, because we are bringing you this market and all the news, deep dives, analysis, stock moves daily. How about that? So ACHR, we are not in the bear market yet. This is just test. This is just test of the eVTOL market strength, of the eVTOL market concept strength. And the biggest test is coming in next 2 weeks. So looking at ACHR just sitting below $7 at the closing bell, we had slight recovery coming to the end of the week, fueled by the macro conditions. We can see, we enter the bear market, we can see much lower levels. We will talk about it later. We'll talk about it in the second part of the show. Give us 10-15 minutes. I will explain what's going on. Then we'll have a look at the charts. Same with Joby. Joby sitting. Joby struggling around the $10 level. Same as ACHR with the $7. And there's much more space for Joby to go lower. So again, something to bear in mind for the coming weeks. But we cut the noise. We use the Occam's razor method, which we call the Occam's edge, and focus on what really matters. These are the three key events we need to focus on. So first of all, Joby Aviation to report fourth quarter and full year 2025 financial results. February the 25th, Wednesday, after hours, on this channel. I'll be here with you, live in the analyst room, watching the market, soaking in the news Joby are going to deliver. And don't go anywhere. We will break it down one by one in a few seconds. Following week, Monday, 2nd of March, ACHR to report fourth quarter and full year 2025 operating update. And there's a lot to look forward to because ACHR, I think ACHR have few aces up their sleeve. What is the most important for the whole eVTOL market? And that will be the main catalyst is the following day, Tuesday, the 3rd of March. We talked about this a few weeks ago. The Department of Transport through the Federal Aviation Administration announces a new eVTOL and Advanced Air Mobility Integration Pilot Program, eIPP. We talked about it a few times already. That will accelerate the deployment of safe and lawful eVTOL and other advanced air mobility aircraft operations in the United States. And this will be the key moment for the whole eVTOL market because now we are not talking only about theoretical deployment. Now we are talking about real world operations. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. We have few regions that have been officially announced that are taking part in this eIPP. There will be more, but they are not officially disclosed. And there's probably more eVTOL manufacturers as well. But just to break it down, we've got Texas, we've got Hawaii, we've got Ohio Medical Corridor, we've got New York City, Miami, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Atlanta, and Las Vegas. And we might hear some hints from ACHR and Joby on their earnings call. So maybe we will see something unveiling before the actual announcement on the 3rd. We are having another special message from our special guest.
At Wilfred Dorabeza 529 tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. Good morning Vaz. Thanks for your awesome job. Keep it up. Flexed biceps emoji. Thumbs up emoji.
Good morning to you. Thank you for your message. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. I know it's very early in the United States. I do appreciate you waking up and joining me. So you can see in a lot of these regions, we have Joby and ACHR involved, whether directly or indirectly, got them involved. So on the earnings calls, I wouldn't be surprised if we see somebody unveiling their cards a bit. This will be big catalyst because we have on the East Coast, we have Los Angeles on, we have New York on the West Coast, we have Los Angeles. New York, very fancy, very glam. Big tourist destination as well, business center, a lot of spotlight. You couldn't pick a better stage to kick off your flying taxi operations because everyone will be watching and everyone will want to fly one. Downtown of Manhattan, downtown Skyport, the hub, the center of the whole network. We have multiple nodes and that will be announced on the 3rd. Who is taking part? We have Joby, we have ACHR, we have Whisk, we may have more. We have Skyports as well as the operator. And the Skyport is right here. So if you look at Manhattan, Statue of Liberty is down here. If you look at Manhattan, it's right here. This is the detail. This will be the central hub. And this will be the spotlight and the pivot point of the whole eVTOL network across the United States. And we have the West Coast, Los Angeles. Why Los Angeles is important? Because one, you have all the celebrities. Again, a lot of spotlight. Is the central spotlight of everything, of every social life, of every business life as well on the West Coast. So we are talking about the biggest traffic issue as well. I think Los Angeles is the most affected by the traffic congestions. So what we are looking at here is aiming to ease the traffic. That's not it. That's not the main point. We are also planting the roots for something much bigger. We are planting the roots for the network for the Los Angeles 28 Summer Olympics. And you can see, if I zoom in, you can see there is a lot of significant points of interest related to the Olympic Games. We have Los Angeles International right here. This little line here, that's Hawthorne Municipal Airport. We'll talk about it in the very second. ACHR Aviation's central hub. And this could be the central hub of the whole eVTOL network for Los Angeles and the Olympic Games as well. SoFi Stadium, University of South California, Santa Monica, and more. So these will be the central points of this pilot program. And as already mentioned, the Olympics, Los Angeles 2028, and ACHR Aviation being the official partner, the official provider of the flying taxi and the official partner of Team USA. This could be very big catalyst for the whole sector. Speaking of Hawthorne, we've already talked about it. Let's start with ACHR Aviation's earnings. That's after next week. But let's start from the back. We already talked about the eIPP. That will be massive catalyst. Or if it's unsuccessful, it can fire back as well. And it can drive the eVTOL market sentiment down. But I don't think that'll be the case because this administration has been supporting, what's the word? It's not aggressively, vigorously. This administration has been vigorously supporting the concept of the flying taxis and advanced air mobility. So we have Hawthorne Airport. And I know we're going to hear some update from ACHR Aviation, and we might see some numbers as well. ACHR Aviation, on the last earnings call, they announced they have acquired land on the Hawthorne Municipal Airport, about 3 miles away from the Los Angeles International and under 3 miles closer, much closer to the SoFi Stadium. Just to put this into perspective, this is what ACHR are planning to build in the Hawthorne in the Hawthorne Municipal Airport. They are planning to develop a modern hub. We are not talking about operations. We are talking about maintenance, maybe some basic service. And we are also talking about a modern hub, providing experience to the passengers. So on the earnings call, we will hear an update and further progress. And that could be a good catalyst for sentiment with ACHR. Biggest news. And me personally, it's just my own opinion. I don't have any inside information. I wish I had, but this is just my own opinion. Knowing ACHR historically, they are always trying to bring some news to their earnings call. Last week, Adam Goldstein tweeted that the November 704 Alpha X-ray, the full transition-capable piloted aircraft, is ready to fly. They got clearance by the FAA. Currently undergoing through last phases of ground testing. And you can see here, November 704 Alpha X-ray. Once they fly, once they take off, That will be big catalyst for the investors, because ACHR are entering the last phase of their testing. Once they complete this phase, they can start focusing on production ramp up. With ACHR, we know about their partnership with Anduril. They already have been generating revenue, and this could be big item for their earnings call, because we know already that they could report up to 5-figure revenue from supplying propellers and the motor and the power unit, sorry, not the power unit, but the propeller unit, the motor, to this autonomous aircraft. It's called Omen, and it's an Inceptor drone made by Anduril Technologies. ACHR have already been generating revenue. Yes, it's an early days revenue, but this is what investors will be looking at. We are not profitable yet, but we have started making money. And then obviously, once we get to fly, once we complete the flight test phase, the full transition test phase, we are looking, there's nothing stopping us from completing the aircraft currently in assembly and maybe starting already supplying these to our first customers. That's first. And second, we are also looking at certification aircraft that will be used for the FAA certain certification phases. Certification. That will be very heavily weighted in. We know that Joby Aviation might be slightly ahead of ACHR, but we don't have clear comparison because both companies are using different metrics. Whether this is intentional or not, we can't tell, but they both are using different comparison, different metrics. So we cannot really track their progress. We cannot see the percentage of their completion. And maybe this is a good thing because it will not be impacting one or the other. So ACHR Aviation have reported they are now, most of their certification processes are coming to the phase 4, as you can see. And I definitely want to see more update and more progress. I want to see more progress in this phase 4, in this area of phase 4. Definitely, ACHR need to take off. With the November 704 Alpha X-ray, ACHR need to take off. And as I said, me personally, I think they want to do it before the earnings call so they can bring the news to the table on the earnings call day. And that could be a massive catalyst. And me personally, I think it could be, for the first time ever, we could have positive reaction coming from ACHR's earnings call. It's not financial advice, it's only my own observation and my own opinion. Launch edition. We already talked about ACHR flying, we talked about certification. Before we complete certification, aircraft certification is a long process. We are talking about a decade, maybe longer. We could even have a year, couple of years ahead of ourselves. We don't know. What ACHR are doing, and it's very smart move, it's a very smart move. They have announced last year launch edition, the launch edition of the Midnight aircraft. What is it? Well, it's an aircraft that does not necessarily meet the highest safety standards. I'm not saying it's not safe and sound, but the aircraft would not be ticking all the boxes in the United States or Europe. However, it will be ticking boxes in different regions. So we are talking, and I think once ACHR complete their that full transition phase, the test phase of their aircraft, they will be very quickly supplying their aircraft to their first partners through the launch edition. The most important one and the heaviest will be the United Arab Emirates and Abu Dhabi. And we might hear some update on this as well. But the key point for ACHR will be take off and then focus on completion of the transition flight, piloted. Once ACHR are confident, they know the aircraft is doing what is it expecting to do. If the aircraft is sound and safe, they can now start manufacturing for their first customers. What will be in spotlight? The balance sheet. Operational costs, they will definitely go up, but this is natural. The business is upscaling, the operations are upscaling. We are quietly behind the scenes, behind the curtain. We are ramping up production facility as well. Production capability in our 2 production facilities, actually. One in San Jose, the other one in Georgia. So I have no doubt ACHR have been doing some footwork behind the scenes. Once they complete their testing, they'll be comfortable and they will launch the production. So we are definitely looking at the operational expenses, and we are also looking at the balance sheet. Last quarter, ACHR reported 1.9 billion on their balance sheet. And I think this will be slightly higher. It should be slightly higher because it needs to go in line with the operational expenses. That will go up. The operational expenses go up, we are reducing our runway. So ACHR needs to have more cash on their balance sheet. Otherwise, this could make investors feeling a bit uneasy. Not us, retail investors, but the institutional investors. So that's ACHR, something that can drive the market either up or down, something we need to focus on. We're not focusing on short reports. We are not focusing on lawsuits. This is for bros channels. I'm just bringing you now the plain situation as it is. We are cutting the noise with the Occam's razor. Joby Aviation next Wednesday. And now we are coming to something that can swing the market as early as next week. Joby Aviation, they have had a fleet of 7 aircraft currently. They might announce that there's more aircraft now. Sorry, eVTOL aircraft. It's actually 8 because they have one with L3 Harris, but we will get to that shortly. The most spotlight will be on Dubai operations. Joby Aviation are doing the same thing as ACHR. They are not focused, they are not waiting for the United States when they can deploy their aircraft in there. They are already talking to other countries and they have been setting up their network in Dubai. As you can see, Dubai livery, this is the proposed network of vertiports along the coast. We have Abu Dhabi, Dubai South, Dubai Center, Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, to apologize for that. And we also have some initial network proposed by Joby themselves. We know already we have 5 hubs in play. And I want to see update from Joby Aviation. Joby have already been flying their aircraft in the Mid East. They have done hundreds of hours, hundreds of miles, maybe thousands of miles already. What they are waiting for? They cannot take off until the infrastructure is ready. Dubai vertiport. This will be the very first vertiport in operations. Once this is complete, Joby can take off. In the last earnings call, Joby announced, or they claimed, that the vertiport is on the track. And they are still on the track to complete, or at least launch their operations in first quarter of this year. We have only 5 weeks, 5-6 weeks left of this quarter. I think this might slip a month or 2. It's not a bad thing. It's not a massive disappointment. We definitely want to hear from Joby if they are ready and possibly give us a date as well. So again, that could be big catalyst. This could be big catalyst on the earnings call for Joby. And I have no doubt we will hear a big update on this. Not only ACHR have been generating revenue, through defense, through their defense branch. Joby have been generating revenue through acquisition of Blade Air Mobility from last year. And whether this will be 5 or 6 figures, we will see. But Joby have been already flying Blades helicopters in New York, in South Europe, and in more destinations. So again, this could be a positive sign on the earnings call that Joby have already been generating revenue. They are far away from being profitable, but we already are not just burning the cash. Joby and L3 Harris, as already discussed or mentioned, we are looking at fully autonomous hybrid platform, S4T. This could bring Joby another income, another revenue channel. Whether Joby have already been making money of this, we don't know yet. But we definitely want to hear an update from Joe Ben on Wednesday. Certification. As you could see, Joby, they use different metrics. With ACHR, they broke down certain phases, certain tasks, certain boxes they need to tick. With Joby, we are looking at slightly different tracking for the TIA. You can see stage 1 is fully complete. Stage 2 should be complete on this earnings call. Stage 3, complete certification plans. Stage 4, testing and analysis. We definitely want to see some progress, and Joby have been feeding us with progress every quarter. I don't have the graphics, but I can show you on the earnings call. Joby have been tracking this quarter per quarter, and you can see the bars are getting bluer and grayer. Is that a word? Bluer? More blue and more gray. You know what I mean. So that's it. And stage 5, show and verify. Whether we see big progress or just a small progress, we don't know. But that could definitely drive the sentiment towards the eVTOL market. I don't think Joby will announce that they have completed their certification, but there could be some good progress. And they might be able to give us some indication as well. They might be able not to say, oh, we'll complete transition, we'll complete type certification this year. They might be able to tell us, we will complete the type certification next quarter. And that will be massive news. That will be massive news and massive catalyst for the investor sentiment. So again, same as ACHR, we want to see some progress. We want to see some clear indication. And obviously the balance sheet with Joby, it's the same as ACHR. The operations, the operational costs are going up because Joby have been ramping up their operations. They are in pre-production phase as well. So they are ramping up their production. I would not be surprised. They announce very soon their second tranche from Toyota investment, $250 million, will be triggered anytime soon. And that will aid Joby's production line. Toyota, you know, it's an automobile industry. Toyota is one of the best, if not the best, car manufacturer around the world. And they are there to help Joby to set up their production line, make it as efficient as they can, and share their experience as well. So once Toyota triggers the second tranche, they are locked in, and we wouldn't be so far off the actual production. But with Joby is the same. Joby are currently producing their aircraft. They have about half a dozen of aircraft in the production for the certification purposes. Again, until Joby have the full type certification by the FAA, they cannot start producing their aircraft in mass scale. However, they can start producing the aircraft, or they can start using their current aircraft for the pilot operations in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, respectively. So definitely, we want to watch the operations if they are still within the healthy growth or whether the cost is spiking. What is important is the cash position. Joby have announced massive dilution about a month ago. Dilution of up to $1 billion. Massive number. And massive impact on the stock price as well. The stock has not recovered, and it's also driven the whole eVTOL market down. So when we look at the chart in a few minutes, you will see the impact. And Joby, the stock price has not recovered from it. But what this means for Joby, they may have up to $2.5 billion in cash on their balance sheet. That'll be massive news. There'll be massive assurance to the investors. There'll be massive message from Joby. We are ready for the business. Because as I said, Joby are still in pre-revenue phase. But with this, whether it's 2.5, whether it's $2 billion, that is giving them a runway for easily 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 quarters. So that will be very positive news. Are there going to happen more dilutions? We don't know. Possibly. When Joby need to acquire something, or when they will be acquiring a business or a venue or a land, we don't know. That could happen. It's not telling us the dilution is never going to happen. We know that even big businesses, multi-million and billion-dollar market cap businesses, they still do their dilutions. As long as it's structured and disciplined and well planned, it shouldn't impact you, shouldn't impact me, it shouldn't impact the institutional investors. If it's a panic dilution, that is screaming something is wrong. But as long as the dilutions are planned, structured, and disciplined, it shouldn't impact us. So this is Joby. Definitely something to look at. As I said, next week and the following week, 3 massive events that can swing the eVTOL market. Can send the eVTOL market up, they can send the eVTOL market to a dark hole. I'm not saying everything's going to fail. I'm not here to seed fear and panic in your eyes, because if you have invested in the eVTOL market now, then you have the best position, probably the second best position to invest, because as I said, we are very close to first operations internationally in the Mid East. In 2 weeks' time, we will know which American cities and regions are going to operate the eVTOL aircraft as well. And we have 2 key earnings ahead of both market-leading companies. And they can show their strength, they can show their operational readiness, they can show their progress, they can show how their aircraft is compliant with the safety regulations and means. Let's now have a look at the charts. Oh, that shouldn't be dark. Bear with me. I need to change. Okay, let's leave it as it is. So Joby, you can see this is the yearly chart. We are now in a downtrend. However, now we are consolidating. We are consolidating with Joby. Let me just zoom in. Oh, that is an hour chart. Yeah, let me just zoom in slightly with Joby. We can see here we are bouncing between sort of $10.30, $10.40, down to $9.60. The key support here. If we have some macro headwinds, which can happen, and I'm not saying we have some macro headwinds and the sentiment in the eVTOL market is good, the stocks are going to rally or crash, but we can start building very solid position. Let me just show you this chart. It might serve us better. This is Joby's sort of 2 years chart. What we can see here is volume. Just wanted to show you for this reason. The volume is going up higher and higher. Since we started to have the positive sentiment, back of 2024 and early 2025, there was a lot of catalyst, a lot of partial news. You can see the volume spiked. But until summer of last year, when we had guidance from Joby on the Mid-East venture, when we had a lot of progress, a lot of news, a lot of catalyst, the markets were recovering as well from the tariff wars crash. You can see the volume is increasing. Up, 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 up. His big spike here is obviously the big dilution. You can see the volume is gradually going up. Same with ACHR. Well, you look here, back to 2024, very low volume. Then we had end of 2024, after the carry trade actually, here. Sentiment has recovered. And you can see we got more and more shares being traded. So the volume is gradually going up, 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 up. Yes, we are slightly cooled in the last few months, but again, this should go higher and higher and higher as we go. And as we have more progress, we might be going sideways for a while. If we have some macro headwinds, the eVTOL market can be going sideways, but the volume will be increasing and the foundation will be stronger and stronger and stronger. Think of this as a plant with roots. The roots will be growing stronger and wider and more dense into a more and more dense network. For the plant to spring and sprout into a massive tree when the conditions are good. If we don't have positive news and if we have macro headwinds, we are looking at levels below $9. So historic level, $7.80, but I wouldn't be surprised. On a very bad day, week or month, we could see Joby as low as $7. It's no financial advice. I'm not trying to put fear on you. I'm not trying to stress you. I still think we are in a very good position now. As I said, I think it's your second best position to invest in the eVTOL market. If Joby deliver good news, if ACHR deliver good news, and if we have success on the eVTOL initial pilot program, next stop is about $11, and then we have massive gap to fill. So even if you are looking at a trade in and out, look at this. You can have easily nice 20% trade if everything pans out. And if we have very good condition, we are coming to recover to the pre-dilution levels, $14 and more. Me personally, I think that will be probably the second quarter. And if we are lucky, in the end of the second quarter, we can see the massive rally. I've been predicting this rally for this quarter. Unfortunately, macro headwinds, massive dilution by Joby, dilution by ACHR as well. The eVTOL market has been beaten down. We look at ACHR. Same scenario. Let's zoom out slightly. And you can see ACHR recently struggling, very heavily struggling with the $750 resistance. Most of the time, ACHR bouncing between 7 and 660. That will be the key. That'll be the key support. We break through this. Well, we are looking at $6 level. $6, maybe $5.50 on a very bad day. So something to bear in mind. However, if ACHR deliver, if Joby deliver, and we have good news on the eIPP, 750 is your next resistance. 780, $8 mental barrier. Once we break through the $8.20 easily, and then we are looking at recovery to the previous levels. But again, like I said, we are at the second best. We have the second best position to enter the eVTOL market as we are now. The best position would be, and I don't want this to happen. And if that happens, the recovery might not be as quick. It's not going to be as the tariff wars when we had this crash in here, where are we? When we had this crash in here, and then we had quick recovery. If we have negative sentiment, if the eVTOL market turns into full bear mode, we are looking at very slow recovery. Just something to bear in mind. Could be good for long term, definitely, don't get me wrong. Long-term investors, brilliant. But for short-term investors and short-term impact, it will be massive. So I would rather not have a crash, because I don't want to see ACHR bouncing between around $6 for another 3-4 months. I want to see ACHR, I want to see Joby going up. I want to see the whole eVTOL market healthy growth and recovery. I don't want to see this madness. I don't want to see this roller coaster. I don't want to see, me as an investor, I don't want to see the Tesla washing machine madness, when just people are buying based on a stupid made-up rumor by some bros on Reddit. I want steady growth. I want to follow this channel. Can you see the parallel channel on ACHR? We broke through it. I want ACHR and Joby and the whole eVTOL market, because they follow ACHR and Joby. I want to see this parallel steady growth. Me as an investor. Me as a trader, obviously, but we are not here for trading. We are here for investing. So hopefully this helped. If you have any questions, fire them away. This is today's topic of the day. The deep dive is now wrapped up. Fire away your questions. I will address them very shortly when you move back to the main studio, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, and if you are looking forward to the earnings call. Let's get back in the main studio. There we are, back in the main studio, cutting through the noise, cutting through the noise. Have we really cut through the noise? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you right now. I will talk to you right now. Got great audience. Don't forget to hit the like button. As I said before, subscribe if you are new to this sector as well. We are running a poll. We are running a poll. I will leave it open for a few minutes. Who do you think will deliver good earnings? Joby, ACHR, both of them, or none? You have a few more minutes to cast your votes. Abi is here. He was here first. Thank you for joining. I love it. Bloody Mary Show. Tony is here. Frankenmuff, digging the pre-show track. Do you like it? I got used to it, and I now play it. I play it before I go live to lock in. And yeah, I like it. I like it as well. Jesus Christ is King, says David. Abi, good morning, Tony. Dan S is here. Big eVTOL supporter as well. I love to see you here. Jerry and Elba, lovely to see you here. Thank you for joining. Jim is here. Jim Newsong. Wilfredo, good morning, Vaz and everyone. Thank you, Abi, for your super chat, and thank you, Wilfredo, for your super chat. Alexandra is here, one of the regulars. Julian from eVTOL Buzz is here. Thank you. I will speak to you shortly. I just didn't have time yesterday. Sorry, I didn't have time to come back to you. I'll speak to you over the weekend. Hangover Stars is here as well. Dal is here. Discord, love it. Got a lot of Discordians. We've got Wilfredo, we've got Frankenmuff, we've got Subwoofer, Discordian, Melvin as well. Mark is here, Discordian. We've got so many Discordians. Wow, I love it. Peter Grossell. Discordians, did you come in from the Autobot notification or my manual post? Oh, very nice. From your post, Martyn has been improving Discord service. That's great. From your post, I'm just slow this morning. Tidy Big Dog is here. High Energy Investment as well. Great. Grand Mage. Discordian. David Hensley is here. ACHR long and strong, says high energy investment. David Hensley, where's my homegirl? Human being Liz. Oh yeah, Liz is not here. Melvin, wow, looks promising. Yeah, I think we might be a few days away from some good reversal. But again, I don't want to. Got a special message.
A David
special
Hensley
guest.
3009 tipped $2 through Super Chat. Thanks Vaz for all the info. So valuable.
Thank you. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad you are learning, and I'm happy you are following me, obviously. But we are learning from each other. So I always learn something from you, and obviously it's a big reward. You like and appreciate the show. So I'm glad we can help. I'm glad we can give you the insights you need. Wow, looks promising, says Melvin. Yes, again, I don't want to base my agenda on buy. Let's get mad and let's everyone buy all eVTOL stocks. No, let's just be intelligent. Let's just be intelligent and let's not get too crazy. Because as I said, there could be much lower levels. And if the lower levels come, we might be there for a while. So me as an investor, I don't want to have my money locked in there for a long term. I would rather buy Joby and ACHR and the whole eVTOL market on the way up, knowing the fundamentals are there, the sentiment is there, than having it now and then have it locked on lower levels for a while. Dal, hit the like button. Yes, I love it. Thank you for your support. High energy, and they came to get their friction on. I'm not following. I wonder if they change name to ACHR International Airport. No, but they could have an ACHR vertiport or something like that, or ACHR hub. And I wouldn't be surprised. This is another thing. This is another insight. The Hawthorne Airport got another special message from David.
A David Hensley 3009 tipped $3 through Super Chat. That was supposed to be a $5 tip. LOL.
Thank you. I love it. Regardless, I love it the same, whether it's $2 or $5. I mean, if you get a super chat, which is like $100, you obviously like it a bit more. But thank you. I love any support from you. Thank you very much. Right. What was I talking? Oh yeah, Hawthorne. I think Hawthorne will be used. The vertiport hub, or the hub for vertiport operations, will be very likely used by other operators and other aircraft. I think the second week of March, we should have the hearing in Joby and ACHR court case. Depending on the outcome, we can then say whether Joby will have to look for another hub or not. But Joby might be locked in, and they might be eyeing the Los Angeles International through Delta Airlines. So probably topic for another day. But I don't think there will be ACHR International Airport, because it's only municipal airport as well. It's got only, 5,000 feet long runway. It can't take wide body aircraft. I mean, it can, but depending on the pilot. It's only an overflow. Got another special message from our guest.
At Tidy Big Dog 2407 tipped £1.99 through Super Chat.
Love it. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. So we are looking at... You completely break my line always. Yeah, yes, it's a municipal airport. It's only an overflow airport from the Los Angeles International. Not only, but it works as an overflow airport. I don't think we will see some international flights in there by default, but it can be shaped around this vertiport network. Also realize, once you have vertiports, they could eventually be used by helicopters as well, because a lot of vertipads or vertiports will be transitioned helipads or heliports. So it can work both ways. Yes, I don't think they will be changing the name, but we could see ACHR, Hawthorne Hub or something like that. David, baby got back. Sounds like should invest now. Again, this is not financial advice, but I told you, we have probably the best, second best position for our investment right now. David, all his links, thank you very much. High energy investment, Midnight. Midnight is my favorite. It does look cool. It does look cool. I could see one in Paris, in the Paris Air Show, and it does look cool. Angie is here, Discordian. Midnight is so badass. Yes, I agree. Is anyone else using their iPhone to watch today? Says Abby. My chats are not showing up when I message from it. Oh, I don't know. Have you tried to shut down YouTube and open it again? Usually fixes the problem. Angie is here. I'm so excited about eVTOLs. Love the vast show. Thank you. I don't think I saw you here last week, Angie. Well, thank you for joining me. I love it. It won't fall out of the sky, we hope. No, it shouldn't fall out of the sky. There's a lot of safety measures implied in the aircraft itself. Sir Joey is here as well. I had no idea about eVTOL sector until Vaz came on. Sorry, I have no idea about the eVTOL sector till Vaz came on. I am so stoked about this. Well, I'm glad we are bringing you this new sector, which we think will be the new big sector. Think of electric vehicles, and I'll say it on every Saturday, but think of electric vehicles 10 years ago and now. Think of Tesla 10 years ago and now. Think of BYD, Build Your Dreams. Where are they now? 10 years ago and now. Think of other electric vehicle manufacturers. So just to give you an idea, just to put this into perspective. Huge work to do infrastructure for safe landing platforms. Yes, there is a lot to it. I would like to dedicate a special show to the vertiports because it's a very interesting topic. It's very complex as well. It's deeper than you actually think. But yeah, let's talk about this another day. But I like that you as investors are already thinking about this. This is great. This is great thinking, great forward thinking. You can see the challenges, not that are only the hurdles, not only in front of us. You are looking far ahead for the next hurdle. That's great. I love it. So Joey, good morning, David. I kind of overslept a bit listening on 2X. Love it. Ninja Cowboy is here as well. Morning, working on my car, says Tony. Anybody else? Mercedes VVT solenoid issues. Mercedes VVT. Well, let me have a look what that is. Mercedes VVT solenoid. Oh, that's the solenoid. That's the VVT is the thing you put in your car. I thought it's a Mercedes VVT, and I'm thinking, what is this car? I've never heard of it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Joby progressing nicely, says Angie. I'm investing heavily in Joby, buying at half price from the high. Yes, exactly. We are buying eVTOL stocks on a massive sale. I am more of a computer guy. This will be fun, says Tony. So Joey, you are watching from the beginning on 2x speed, so you don't miss anything. That's what's up, guys. I think we have another real serious investor in the chat with us, says David. Love it. Test, anyone see this message? Yes, I can see your message, Abby. ACHR in the high 6, was a bargain. Yes, definitely. And I told you on the show before, I told you the local bottom $6.40, and we hit it. So congratulations, everyone. Sir Joey, yeah, I hold some Joby and might buy some ACHR next week. I think they both probably jump a bit, with NVIDIA reporting next week probably bring the market up a little bit. Yes, as well. That's a good point. That's a good point. Don't worry, RB, it's all good here. Okay. Both are good, says Melvin. For all my eVTOL that I hold, I plan on holding all of my shares for a minimum of 5 years. I'm not day trading any of it. I have a separate bag of money for day trading. That's very wise. That's very wise, David. I agree. I think the main year will be 2028. Obviously, that is where the whole eVTOL market will explode. And then 2030. And we will have when most of the, I don't want to say original, most of the current eVTOL manufacturers should have their certification complete. We are deployed in many regions. We have established networks and operations and flying passengers around the world in multiple countries, multiple regions. I think that'll be the year we are looking at. And that'll be the year when we probably start seeing some autonomous implementation in the Western world as well. I could see a use for the eVTOL being used to capture wild animals because the helicopters scare them hovering over them. Very interesting. These are much quieter. Yes, very interesting, Abby. Very interesting point. Martyn, to answer your question. Martyn. I'm not following. Abby, you are so right. Also, the military, look at them, and that's huge also. Yes, I will dedicate a special Saturday show to the military use because I think it's very, very interesting. And as you say, there's a lot positives and a lot of advantages as well compared to your helicopters and your current VTOL aircraft. Don't forget to smash the like button. Yes, thank you, Abby. I've just lost the chat. What's going on? Ugh. Don't forget to smash the like button, says Angie. Thank you. Don't crash and land them. Then don't crash, land, and then go from there. Yeah. Angie is building her routes. I love it. XRP all the way, says Emmanuel, I can't read your name, sorry, it's too far away, and you have too many weird, I mean, I can't break it down. I'm Emmanuel Morales. Oh, I had to lock in. Sorry, it's far, it's like 3 feet, look. It's like 3 feet away. I do apologize if I'm butchering someone's name, but it's literally, it's not even within the hand's reach. And the letters are so tiny and I cannot zoom in. So I do apologize if I'm misreading someone's name. Love your show, Vaz. Thank you, says Angie. Great. Lovely to see you here. Great explanation. Well, I'm glad I make sense half the time at least. Love the graphics and charts. Thank you. Thank you. As the analyst room, that's the Vazalist room, as the Lucasades call it. Me too, especially if you are in one, you don't want it to fall out of the sky. Yes, definitely. This is what investors are not realizing. This is what the bros are not realizing. Everyone is rooting aggressively for their own manufacturer, whether it's Joby or ACHR. They don't realize if one of these fails or is not doing well, the other one is effed as well. If Joby fail, if ACHR fail, if one of these have crash, we'll have massive sentiment, massive impact on the eVTOL market. And I was showing you the charts, Joby and ACHR. I couldn't overlay them, but I will have it ready for next show. You can see they follow each other. So if Joby goes up, ACHR follows it. If ACHR goes up, Joby follows it, and vice versa. And if they go down together, and the whole eVTOL market. I'll prepare these graphics for you for the next time. So yes, definitely. You want to be rooting for the whole eVTOL sector, not only for your own company. eVTOL Buzz, great opportunity to invest. There are so many exciting things going in, and it's hard even for media to keep up. Yes, I agree. It's great. Buzz is keeping his eyes on the stocks and the factors affecting them. I mean, eVTOL Buzz, you know it more than anyone else, how hard it is to keep on top of the eVTOL market and all the news. Just the news themselves. It's been so dense last few months. It was like every day you had 2 or 3 pieces of good news. And it will be denser and denser, and it'll be more difficult to keep up. So I agree. Radabeni, great show, Vaz. Thank you. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. David, thank you for the super chat. David, thank you for the super chat again. Vaz, great info and show as always. Thank you, Dan. Tidy Big Dog, stuck on the ground. Abby, David, another Bloody Mary. Vaz, let me just take me time to thank you so much for all the valuable information that you're bringing to us and all the hard work you do to bring it to us. Much appreciated, brother man. Well, thank you, David. That means a lot. This means the most to me. If you join me every show, hit the like button, share it or whatever, and watch the show with me, and I can talk to you, that's the biggest reward to me. That's the biggest appreciation. And the super chats, obviously, that's on top of it. Well, it's a nice little perk. So thank you, David. That's a very nice message from you. Abby, I'm on it. My girl and I went hard drinking last night. Oh, I don't... Nursing a hangover. Okay, fair enough. West Palm Beach, Florida is building a new international airport, says Angie. Miami and Fort Lauderdale revamped everything new. There are huge metropolitan cities getting ready. Yes, in Florida, definitely ACHR. We should see Whisk in there as well. Don't know if Joby have submitted their application, but Florida could be a good hub for eVTOL as well. Vaz, I think, is the latest iOS update. Okay, fair enough. I'm glad we got it sorted. If you guys are enjoying Vaz's awesome accent while bringing us all this great information, please smash that like button. Thank you. I love it. Vaz, I had family visit last week. Fair enough. Don't worry about it. I was just winding you up. I'm a chatterbox on your show. You can't miss me. Yes, I love it when you are here. I love watching. Always part of my Saturday morning fresh juice ritual. Ooh, very good. Vaz, Lucas, and everybody. Zach is here. eVTOL Buzz with Beta's combined charging standard. Yes, at Hawthorne Airport. All non-Joby eVTOLs like Velo, Alia, Coverite X7 will be able to meet up for the party starting at midnight. Yes. I think Joby might be missing the trick here. But who knows? Think of the combined charging standard like your USB-C for the eVTOL aircraft. Joby is there with that little lighting, what do you call it? The lighting connector for iPad. I think they will have no choice. I don't know. I would need to speak with somebody behind the scenes. I don't know. Are Joby gonna go the same way, same route, or are they gonna keep to their charger? I don't know. Tidy Big Dog, I'm trying to pick holes. No offense meant at all. Was it at me? I don't know. No offense taken, definitely. With ACHR partnering with Anduril on some stuff, I wonder if they will use Kraken battery tech. Possibly. I don't have any insights into this. I know about Amprius, and I'll talk about Amprius very soon. Maybe as early as next week. I just need to gather some information. But there'll be a special on Amprius technologies. Terry Rose is here. Hello, thank you for joining. NC Marty. Hi Vaz, hope you are keeping well. Yes, very well. Right, thank you very much for joining me. I think that was today's topic. I think we keep today's show just slightly shorter, not as long as last week. I'll have a drink with you before we go. Definitely next week. Join in to the Joby's earnings. It will be running along with NVIDIA. Martyn will be covering the NVIDIA earnings, but you can come back and forth. You can come in, ask for an update. I will have all the information on the screen live. You can also replay it after the NVIDIA earnings, or vice versa. You can watch my earnings and Martyn's NVIDIA, and then replay NVIDIA after Joby, whichever you want. But Wednesday will be busy, and then obviously Monday we have ACHR Aviation, and then on Tuesday, the following Tuesday, we will have big news on the eIPP. I might take a day off just so I could track it with you. I don't know. We will see. We will see. Right. I'll be back on Monday. There will be a stage event on Discord by Rob. He will be doing his little chart thing as he does. Tomorrow, very likely you will see Martyn. Monday, back to normal. Sensei in the morning. Martyn opening bell. Then I will be there before the closing bell show and the closing bell show. I wish you, let's have a drink. Let's have a drink before we go. Well, cheers everyone. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the support. Saturday after all, isn't it? Right. It's time to wrap it up. How about this? Oh, Martyn. Where do you want me to send the audience? I've got saved last night's show, or shall I send to extra? Oh, we need to iron this out. Okay, so I'll do literally what I was going to do. I'll do it now, because you like the music, the intro music, and I'll wait for Martyn's answer, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm not getting any answer from Martyn. Oh, Martyn is... Oh yeah, let me end the poll as well. I always keep forgetting. So, who do you think will deliver good earnings? Both ACHR, None and Joby. Well, 32% think both of them. 30% for ACHR, 25% don't believe in any good earnings, and only few believe in Joby. Very interesting. So we are ACHR heavy. We are ACHR heavy show. Fair enough. Also have a link from Martyn. Rob's show now. All of Martyn's trades on Discord include one-on-one support and live stage events. 90% off from $2.99, and you have the link in there as well. Where are we going? Oh, hang on. I'm following. Send to extra. Okay, I will send you to the extra channel. To the extra channel. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. The show will take you there automatically. YouTube will take you. YouTube will take you there automatically. Show. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully you've learned something. Terry Rose just popped in. I figured out tax lots. Love it. On phone app only. Okay, that's a good point. Got a special message from Jim.
At Jim.News and Group tip $20 through Super Chat. At David the First Match your tip. Great show, Vaz. Earnings for AMP.
Oh, so you are locking in Amprius earnings. I love it. Let me write it down quickly. Quick. Let's write it down. Quick. Panic. Thank you for the super chat, Jim. I love it. Thank you. AMPX. I will love to cover them. Also, Jim, you might like it. Again, thank you for the super chat. Amazing. I've reached out to Amprius again because I've established connection with them last year. Until the time it materialized, the people I was talking to were gone, the external company. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Definitely helps if we cover their earnings, and definitely helps if I bring you the special show. Right, Rob's show is now live on Discord. I will wrap it up. I will see you on Monday. That's it from me. Take care of yourselves and each other.